Hey everybody, this is the to be continued BFE job, timing belt coming soon, the belt, the bearings, all that sort of thing. I think what we'll do is take care of the belt and the bearings first, then switch into the timing belt. So like I said in the last video, what we're going to do next, I'm going to take the belt off, follow that video, and then 1, 2, 3, take those bolts out, get these bearings out of the way. It's not a demonstration video, it's an instruction step by step, so follow the video and you'll be right. Also I can video the action of doing it, right? As long as I stay out of the picture, we're in business, right? Push that down, slip the belt out. Even this pulley can just fall off now, whatever. There's the pulley, I'll just gently sit that there for now. Don't drop it on top of the bloody injectors or something. You can release this now, take that tool off, whack that on top of the injectors very gently. No, it doesn't matter where you put it. There's the old belt, that's rubbish. That way. Right, this we're going to need later, so don't put that too far away. I'll just pop it over here on the fuse box for now. Now, what do I need? I need this bar again, and I'm going to need to crack that one loose. Crack them loose, and then you can get in there with your air ratchet if you want. Doesn't bother me what you take them out with, whatever. I'm just trying to look professional for a sec. You know, single hex tools, trying to look professional. You can just use a ratchet to be easier. A ratchet breaker bar be good. Got one of those, but you know what? This is the old crappy bar that I've had for so long, and I'm just in a habit of using it. You know, you got those old tools and you're just in that habit, you know, and I've got better tools, but it's not that I don't want to use them, I don't want to scratch them, I don't want to get them dirty. Well, it's partly that, but I don't need this anymore, so I'm going to put that down. And it's just, you just go for your traditional, you know what I mean? So anyway, top one. Now what you might want to do, I'll show you. I'm going to go full detail on this one. All right. So what I'll do, I'll show you what everything looks like. So there's the top one. Catch the washer off the back, don't drop it. So there's the top one. I'll just show you the top one in case you get mixed up, right? It's black. Okay, the top one's the black one. Right, it's got a washer at the front here. It's got a flat washer on the back with a little, see the step in it? That goes in facing the bearing, right? Because it goes against the bearing, right? It's got to go back like that. That's the top one. Go put that on. Pop him on the bench or wherever you're putting it. Then we'll see if we can reach down to the next one. I don't know how much you can see, but it's just the second pulley down. It's pretty easy. I'm just taking a bolt out. I wasn't going to kind of do this, but when I said I wasn't doing it, well then I thought I'd better do it. Wait till I show you these battery terminals later in the video. It's just got a new battery. So this is the non-black one, if you like. See, it's, we'll call it the gold one. It's not gold, but you know what I mean? Same thing with that, you know? Because when you clamp it, you don't want it to be, you know, it's on the inner part of the bearing. It's got a cover over the top, right? Right, so I'll pop this one over here. So black goes at the top, and of course the one at the bottom is the big one that cops all the mud and everything, and the one that fails most out of all of them. The hardest one to get to, the one nobody changes, you know. Sorry if you can't hear me too well, but you know, I haven't got a remote mic. I'm not interested. I'm not that interested. Right, that's one way to get your hands dirty. That one comes off. Oh, I'll just show you. You've got the big thick flat washer. Right, nothing at the back on that one. Right, it's just bang. That's how they are, like that. I'll go pop this down. Where the other one is. All right, now what do we got down there? We've got nothing left down there other than the water pump. So what we'll probably do at this point, we can pop the water pump off. So there's 6 bolts, they're 10 mil. I'm just going to zip those out. So I'm going to get this out of the way and get in there, and you don't need to watch me undo 6 bolts, do you? Do you need me to show you which ones they are? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Something like that. There's bolts and there's a nut there. You'll figure it out. If you can't figure that out, you shouldn't be doing the job. Right, once you've got the bolts out, just gently. Not as gently as I wanted actually, but you know, you get that when you're bloody holding a camera. Right, but it doesn't matter, it's all right. Right, so there's your water pump. It's going to be rubbish. Chuck that over there. There's a bit more coolant out there, of course. If you haven't taken your block plug or dropped off this bottom hose, which you're going to do, drop off that. See that hose there with the clamp? We're going to take that off and let some more coolant out. Beautiful. Okay, so get your new water pump out of your BFE kit that you purchased off me on Monday morning at 7:30 with that text message, and take this bolt out, because with this one, it is a 2-piece pump. And that's the bolt that comes with it. You don't need. Funny thing is, when I was pulling it apart, I never dropped bolts because it's pain and suffering. I dropped this one, but it doesn't matter. It's down in the bash plate. I'm not even going to worry about it. It can stay there. The only thing we need is this gasket. Check that the dowel's on the water pump still in case, because sometimes, you know, whatever. Always just check that. So you should have that dowel on the right-hand side there. We've got to make sure this surface is clean, because this black stuff, although it's flat, it just can stick sometimes. So just have a good look and a feel on the vehicle. That's what's on the vehicle, right? This is behind the timing belt, blah, blah, blah. This has got the tensioner over the top of it. This is like brand new. We're going to go have a look at it now. I'll show you. But we just want to make sure that's nice and clean, this surface. Then we're going to put this gasket on, hook it over the dowel, make sure it's there. Then this water pump can go on now. And then we've got the engine closed up. So then when we're washing the radiator, we're not filling the engine with all the dirty bugs and degreaser and whatever might be there, right? We're still going to get to the timing belt video in another video after this, but I'm going to show you this stage of the pulleys. We won't even press the bearings. I don't need to show you that, do I? But anyway, stuff like that. Let's get this water pump back on. Let's go to the car for a check of this surface. Right, see what I mean? No, I'm just joking. See, you know what I mean? It gets what you got to take the gasket off first, right? So I'm just showing you that. See that dowel down there? It's still there. Bit of a wiggly wiggle and a pull, and they stick a bit. That's what's meant to happen. It works really well, right? But it should come off pretty easy like that. There's the old one, right? There it is. That one over there in the bin. Okay, see what I mean? You good luck cleaning that off. You'll be there forever. I'm not worried about it. It's flat as anything. But what I want you to do is just make sure it is flat. Have a feel of it. Make sure there's nothing there that's going to clean off, right? Because it's not going to clean off, I'll tell you now. Just make sure it's clean and flat. And bada bing, bada boom, the new water pump can go on. I can't hold the camera and do that, so that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, you missed it, but there was heaps. It just poured out there like a fire hose. A bit slow to get the camera, but anyway. Most of it's gone now. You can put the hose back on. Okay, just to show you that hose back on, make sure it's on in the correct position, clamps in the correct position. Just put it how it was before. This is my check because I didn't have a light, so I thought I'd use the camera for the light. Is everything okay, or do I need to adjust it? Is it Mickey Mouse? Okay, it looks all right to me, but it might be a millimetre off. But anyway, I'll get in there and have a look and make a little adjustment. Anyway, that's what you do. Make sure it's back. No point taking it off if you can't put it back on, otherwise you could cause problems. All right, now, time to press these bearings. I suggest you do go to your BFE kit that you purchased off me on Monday morning, 7:30 AM text message. Doesn't bother me if you do or don't, but I'm just trying to be funny. But there's the bearings included in the kit, right? Now, what you do then is, remember top, middle, bottom. I got it the right way. Let me know if I mixed them up already. Just take the bolt off the top one. This is what I like to do, so then you don't get stuff mixed up. Just systematically do stuff. We're a bit grotty at the moment. We're about to get cleaned up. There'll be a washer behind that one. That's right, move that over there. Washer behind that one, move that over there. No washer behind that one. So we're going to be pressing this big bearing out to put that one in, and vice versa. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the workshop press and just sit that on the press, obviously with the supports under, you know, the sides here, right? And press, doesn't really matter, whatever the case may be. We're going to press it out. Same with these ones. Make sure you don't press these in too hard, because you can break the metal part on the back of the thing. To press them out, you've obviously got to use something like a 13 or 14 mil deep reach socket on there. You can place it in the press again with it open, you know, like that, so that it can come through the hole in the middle. Make sure it's the right size. Same thing with this one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and smash all of them out, and then we'll gently clean it. We'll clean these up, and then we'll put a little bit of grease in there and gently press these back in whenever you're pressing bearings. I'm not teaching you how to press bearings here. What I'm trying to say is whenever you press it, you can always only press the inner part of the race. Don't press the outer part, or, you know, whatever the resistance is. In this case, I've actually kind of just said the wrong thing. So when we're pushing it out, we've only got a choice to use the middle, but that can damage the bearing, okay? So what I'm saying is the resistance is on the outside, so you can only push it in using the outside of the race, not the inner. It could damage the bearing. It probably won't, but it could, okay? This is a pretty easy press. You can actually do it in a vise, making up a bit of a contraption with some spacers and sockets and bits and pieces. Easy press job, especially if you're doing it yourself. Can certainly be done. I've done it myself a few times just to prove the point. I think that was in a video actually. So I'm going to go and press these bearings, clean these up a bit, and we'll be back when it's time to put this side of the engine all back together. All right, so we've got the bearings all pressed. They're all ready to go. So I'm going to reinstall these on the front of the engine because it's all been washed down in part 3, which hasn't happened yet. We're still doing part 2 over here. All right, they're back in position. There is a torque spec for those. Can't remember what it is. I think it's about 30 something, 40 something, thereabouts. But look, I just do them by hand. They're not like that imperative. Remember, it's a big bolt, but it's going into alloy. Tight, but not over tight. Same with that one and that one. or you'll push on it, the tension will go down, then it'll stop moving, it'll go to its maximum. Just give it a little bit more, you'll just fit. Look, I don't know, I've got the feel, so that's what I do on bolts like that. But there is a torque spec, I've forgotten what it is. Someone can put it in the comments to help everybody else, that'd be beautiful. So this side's done, the water pump, the pulleys, that sort of thing. So that concludes part 2, if I haven't mixed up all my videos. And part 3 will be the timing belt over here that's already sort of started in another video. So there you go, bada bing, bada boom. And this is all what you can see here, heaps cleaner it is now. You should have seen the amount of crud coming out of here. Look, I could probably sit there for another hour, but there's so much, and the core's flowing clear now. It was all blocked up, it was all caked down there. But look, you know, you can see you get this bit of stuff in there, right? But I'll tell you what, it's 90% out. It's so much cleaner than it was before, just ridiculously heaps cleaner. So concludes part 2. Subscribe, turn the bell on if you don't want to miss part 3, the timing belt part. And of course, we've still got to get back together, so it could be part 4, part 5, who knows, maximum detail, step by step. I think I'm doing a good job. If you like it, hit the like button. If you don't like it, bad luck. Catch you on the next one. See ya.